What's up guys, welcome back to CHRIS WONG Vlogs and welcome to day 3 of the LA to Tokyo Transpacific cruise. So far so good. The daily vlog grind, we're on schedule. I have the same breakfast. I'm a creature of habit at the moment, just getting the same foods as I did the day before. Royal Caribbean coffee as well. Now today, all over the ship, they've got posters and signs of Japan immigration, so I want to talk about that. So starting tomorrow, all of the passengers on board has to do a mandatory Japanese en route face-to-face inspection. Now, we all received one of these letters in the rooms in our cabins yesterday. On this form is the instructions of what we need to bring when we do our face-to-face with the Japanese immigration officers. There are 4 things listed here that we need to bring with us. Number 1 is your passport. Number 2 is a printout or a copy of your Japanese e-visa. Now this does not apply to everyone. Now a couple days before the cruise, I actually received an email saying that I do not need one of these. There was a list of countries which basically explains that if you need to have one of these Japanese e-visas or not. You also need your SeaPass card and a completed Japanese arrival e-card. Your Japanese arrival e-card is a form that we have to fill out which is provided to us from the cruise ship. They even showed an example of how it's going to look. I don't know if you can see that. So this will arrive in our rooms the day before our face-to-face. Now not everybody has the same date and time for the face-to-face. So you have to make sure you look at your letter which tells you exactly the date and the time and the venue when you need to go for your face-to-face. This is different to when I was a crew member because I never had to do any of this, and this is different when I actually went to Japan arriving by plane as opposed to cruise ship. So it's basically the same thing, but ultimately this is something that needs to be done, and make sure you do it because you won't be allowed to go off into Japan in any of these ports of call if you do not have, or if you've not done all of this. Even if you don't plan on going out into the ports, you still have to do this. Now on embarkation day, this letter was already waiting for me inside the cabin when we arrived. Now this is actually information specifically about each Japanese port. As you can imagine, getting off in the Caribbean, for example, is slightly different to getting off in Japan, especially if you've never been there and this is the first time you're ever visiting this country. So for example, the first port we're going to is Sapporo. The cruise port is Muroran, but the major city is Sapporo, and things on this letter explains what documents you need before you go out, what time the shuttle buses for the transport, the address of where it's going to drop you off, how long the shuttle is going to take. So this is all important information for you so you don't basically get lost when you're trying to come back to the ship. There's also information here about what the name of the pier is, Shikuzu. As you can imagine, again, English is not the first language in this country, so you may need to know exactly where you're going, because sometimes just saying cruise port isn't going to be enough information to get you to where you need to go. It also has information about what time the gangway is going to open, how long the shuttle ride is going to be, and how much the shuttle is going to cost. Because you still have to pay for your shuttle tickets. It is not complimentary, except for one of the ports it is. Hakodate, the shuttle, is complimentary, which it says right here. The shuttle for Sapporo, for example, is going to be $25. And then on the back, which is information about the end of the cruise, the day we leave and we get off in Yokohama, there is information about transport shuttles to the airport. There is more than one major airport in Tokyo, so you need to make sure you're going to the right one. And again, prices for the shuttle buses to the airport will vary as well depending on where you want to be dropped off. They also have a drop-off to the train station in Tokyo, because for a lot of the guests on board, especially the US guests who have never been here before, they are going to stay in Japan for a bit longer to enjoy the country, whereas I'm going to be flying home straight away. I was already here earlier in the year, so this is again very, very useful information. It's important you do read all of this. And now, what better way to burn off those breakfast calories by doing a sesh on the climbing wall. And this is what I will conquer today. Although it's in the shade, it might be a little cold when I'm up there, but it's okay. So the climbing wall is actually a little busy this morning. So luckily for me, it's going to be open kind of throughout the day. I'll check back later this afternoon. Bunch of kids climbing on it right now. But the iFly is in full swing. You've done it, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't like it.
No, I liked it. I was just terrible at it.
Why?
So,
you don't do anything.
Well, no. See, I'm trying to do something. You're not supposed to do anything, but I'm trying to do something, and that's the problem.
Why? What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
Are you just moving?
I don't know. They're like, you have to relax. I'm like, I don't know. There's wind blowing at me. I ain't gonna relax. So.
I actually thought it was a lot of fun.
No, it is fun.
The time that I did it.
It's harder than it looks to be.
Oh yeah, even the flow ride is a bit harder than it looks to be.
Yeah, it's harder.
The climbing wall is pretty easy, to be honest, but I enjoy it. But it's just a bit too busy for my liking. But yeah, the one time I did the iFly was on Odyssey, and it was a cool experience. I actually enjoy that better than the Crown's Edge. You haven't seen that yet?
No, I haven't done it.
The Crown's Edge on Icon, I would much prefer Ripcord by iFly, because
I've heard the Crown's Edge is pretty, like,
it's a bit
boring.
underwhelming. Time for free ice cream. Mix one for me, please. Awesome. Thank you, my friend. Well, that was a quick shift in the plans for today. I went from, I'm going on the climbing wall, to having ice cream instead. But the line is actually quite long at this moment. I will go to the gym now, and it's only just dawned on me that I've never used a passenger gym on board the Quantum class before, because on any ships I've worked on in the past, I've always used the crew gym when it came to this class of ship. So I'm actually going to see the passenger gym for the first time. But as we are getting closer to the afternoon, the weather is actually glorious now. When there's no wind, the weather is perfect. So you will end up walking through the indoor pool area as you make your way to the gym, which is quite nice scenes to look at. That tub looks very inviting as well. But we're gonna go this way. See, they've started posting all of this next to all the elevators, because I believe one group has already started today. Once you're forward of the ship, now you can make your way up to deck 16. You can't get to 16 right across. You have to come all the way forward first, either from deck 14 or 15, and then make your way up to 16. So sometimes people don't even know how to get here. Once you come up to 15, you will see the pink or purple carpet. That's when you know you're in the right place. The spa is behind me, and then the gym will be up one more on deck 16. Now the gym on Ovation of the Seas and the Quantum class style, I actually have been in here before. I remember now, once I walked in, I did work out one time on Odyssey of the Seas when I was on the startup team for that contract at the restart. But it's still very, very nice. However, if I'm going to compare it to the Oasis class setup, I do much prefer that. This is still a very, very nice gym, has everything you could need to complete my workout, plenty of machines, weights, cardio, exercises, even though I didn't even do any cardio, but it's nice to know that it's there if I want to. And visually it looks great with views of the ocean. And here's me now doing a little warm-up set on the shoulder press. As you can see, staying healthy at sea. Alright, so my rock climbing plans have disappeared now. I wasn't willing to do the rock climbing in the cold, in the wind. So I haven't eaten anything. It's about 3 PM now. So we've come down to 270 Cafe on deck 5. And I want to get a sandwich of some sort. So this is the vibe of 270 Cafe. Everything in here is complimentary, except for the coffees, I think. But they have the complimentary coffee over here as well. This is like the Starbucks menu coffee.
Some of the desserts are not complimentary.
Oh, you got to pay for some of these desserts?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, in here, I can see a red velvet already, that's why.
These two. It's the same ones they had with the cafe down on deck 4.
Oh, but that strawberry tart looks actually unreal. Oh, thank you very much, appreciate it. And this is your choice of complimentary sandwiches. This is the one I got. So they heat up the sandwich for you, it's really, really nice. and now I'm here in the 270, which was right next to the cafe, enjoying the view whilst enjoying my lunch. Well, it's about 3 p.m, bit odd time to have lunch. So just to give you a perspective on where things are, 270 right at the back of the ship, the 270 cafe right next door, and then we are walking to the Esplanade now because I'm still hungry and I want to go to Sorrento's. But before you get to the Esplanade, you will come across Jamie's Italian, Vintage's Wine Bar, which is where I was editing yesterday. I was sat on one of the tables over here. Oh, a bit of a ceiling fixture, which is quite interesting to look at. And then the Esplanade is deck, what are we on? Deck 4 and 5. Yeah, Tommy thinks I'm not going to be hungry for dinner tonight. I went to the gym today, so I can eat this. Today's video has almost been like a full day of eating.
Pretty much, just like
breakfast, ice cream, sandwich in 270, pizza. That's the title of this video. Tommy and I are going to do bumper cars tonight before we have dinner. Oh, Avicii, what a throwback. But look how good this looks. So much fun. This is how it looks and feels to drive one of the bumper cars, and I captured the moment when I crashed into another car here. Alright, bumper cars was good, and now we've come down from deck 15 all the way to deck 4 because it's dinner time. Seafood linguine has arrived. In Europe, in the Mediterranean, this is like my favorite dish to have in any of the European ports, especially Italy. So let's see how dining room compares. And then Tommy got his beef tenderloin on this side, medium rare.
the casino gave me a star in January, so I'll be on there and see how that is.
After dinner, we came down to the Royal Theatre on deck 4 to watch Live Long Legs. This is the main Royal Caribbean show on board Ovation of the Seas, and it's very Las Vegas showgirl inspired. Welcome to day 4 of the Transpacific cruise. Now today's video is going to be day 3 and 4 combined. When I finished editing day 3 last night, it wasn't long enough for my liking, so I'm combining day 3 and 4 together. So the immigration process has started. Tommy already did his this morning, mine will be tomorrow morning. Look what I got.
Oh, you got your Charizard. I bring my King Guard with me to my room.
I bet you never thought you'd see this again. So last year, if you didn't see my Quantum of the Seas Transpacific video, Tommy was on board when I was working and he gifted me this because he knew I liked it. This right here represents my entire childhood. Like, I remember as a kid, me and my brother, we really wanted this Charizard card, but we just never ever had one. And then obviously when Pokemon cards became massive again over the last 2 years, you know, he kindly gifted me a PSA 6. So I was very pleased with my holographic Charizard card. My favourite spot in the Windjammer, outdoors when the sun is shining. If it's going to be sunny like this every morning, I will be very, very happy. And I say this every time I film the ocean, does this view ever get boring? Oh my god, it's literally perfect. If you know, you know. Well, maybe the climbing wall is less busy this morning. So breakfast was good as usual. Now I want to make my way back to the Seaplex now because yesterday when I was filming, the music was so loud doing bumper cars, a lot of my footage was just unusable. So I want to try and show you how the Seaplex is. So from the running track, there is direct entrance into the Seaplex. which is quite cool. So you just walk through this door, as these people have demonstrated, and you are right in the middle of the pickleball session. Here is where the bumper cars live during the day. Maybe I'll do it again tonight. It's actually just a lot of fun. Takes me back to being a child again. And one of the best views of the entire Seaplex is on deck 16. Just take the stairs on either end of the sport court. Oh, if you're a suite guest, this is where you get access to the suite sun deck as well. You get views of the entire court, and it just looks unreal. During the day, it's actually really nice because the natural daylight shines and you can see everything. And this right here is the best view of everything because you can see the entire sport court, the Royal Caribbean logos on the floor. On either side, you got the Xbox room, the foosball, ping pong, some arcade games. Yeah, the vibe in here during the day, it's just really fun, active place to be, especially when you have this many sea days. It's really good to get a workout in, a fun way to get a workout in. All right, I'm officially in line. So I got my climbing gear on. They also provide the shoes. Time for the voiceover segment with Chris Wong. I always feel like I'm on the radio whenever I'm doing one of these voiceover segments. But unfortunately, there was a lot of wind and a bit of music during my rock climb, so all of the audio in this clip just basically became unusable. So I thought I would talk to you today about my rock climbing experience. Yes, this is always a lot of fun. I always enjoy taking part in the rock wall activities, whether I was a crew member or now as a passenger. It's kind of the same deal. And here I am looking like Spider-Man. I am by no means a avid rock climber. So I was definitely not doing a professional job, sticking to one colour, trying to challenge myself. I was kind of just grabbing whatever handle I could find that was easiest and closest to me. But nonetheless, I do have a lot of fun whenever I've done this in the past. And today, actually, whenever I'm doing this, I always think of Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 2 when he's climbing that mountain in the beginning of the movie. I'm literally like envisioning that scene in my head as I'm making my way to the top, trying to ring that bell. It's always quite deceiving how high these rock walls are, because at the bottom when you're looking at it, you think, yeah, it's not that big, but when you're at the top and you look down at the ship, yeah, you're actually quite high. And as I am at the top now and I'm going to start scaling down any minute, there I go. This is definitely the most fun part of every rock climb. And well done, Chris, you made it to the bottom. And I was very, very pleased with myself. Yo, my hands are wrecked. Harder than I thought. So we've come down to the Esplanade and they're advertising bingo today. We're not going to do it, but I just wanted to show what some of this looks like, because I know a lot of you guys enjoy this. Alright, I want to know in the comments, how many of you enjoy doing the bingo?
Margarita. Don't look at the back of the screen. Just look at your team. Alright?
Partner.
Ellen.
Yeah.
Full name? Oh, Ellen DeGeneres. How did you do? That was quick. It's not even like 3 seconds. Trump. Yes, there you go. Okay.
J.K. Rowling.
Very good. That it was just 2 seconds.
Justin Bieber.
Say it on mic.
Justin Bieber.
That is correct. Try another way to say the clue so she could get the name.
Vietnamese Tom and Jerry. Tom.
The goat.
Tom Brady.
The goat.
So the Heads Up celebrity game, no, what was it called? Celebrity Heads.
Yeah.
Was actually quite enjoyable to watch. It was actually fun watching them name the celebrities, especially when that 7-year-old kid had Donald Trump to guess. That just amused me. Do you think I should say in the vlog if I like Donald Trump or not?
Why not?
I might just lose all my followers.
Or you'll get a lot.
Yeah, it could go either way. But anyway, we're making our way to the Esplanade now because there's a legit event that I saw on the compass today that I had never seen before. And it is the Crew Champions fruit and salad carving. I think that's what they call it.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We've
Just
joined
about to
us on
start.
the Royal Esplanade. In about 5 minutes' time, we'll be getting underway with our fruit carving. I've seen we've got a wonderful little bit of a crowd come in here. The chef is ready, but we'll just give it 5 more minutes and then we will begin. All right? Thank you very much.
You think so?
I do. Because we can look down instead of over.
He's warming up his fingers.
So, this is where it's going to be. T-shirt sale is today, by the way. But we're going to try and go up here and watch above where Izumi is, because it's right here.
Fruit carving, and I am joined by one of our specialists here on board. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jenna! I do have a very interesting fact for you.
So he is making a flower from a huge watermelon, and he has carved out a whole bunch of flowers from different vegetables. And I'm quite intrigued to see how the finished product is going to look. And this is the finished product. Look at these watermelons. What do you call this one? I like these flower arrangements too. So this is all fruit and vegetables. Quite interesting. Lunchtime, we've come up to fish and chips, and the weather has again taken a little bit of a turn for the worst. So what I've noticed is in the mornings it's still really sunny and nice, and then by the afternoon the sun goes away and it's very cloudy, potentially going to rain. And the ship is rocking quite a lot today. So day 4 into the crossing, now the ship is swaying ever so slightly. So today I went for the fish and the chicken fingers, and you got the chicken fingers and the shrimp. So there's only like 3 things on the menu essentially, and fries, but it's complimentary, it tastes good, it fills you up, and it's quick. And it's open till 5:30 p.m. every day. It's not open for dinner, I don't think. And lemonade. It's like chicken tenders from Johnny Rockets. There's no Johnny Rockets on a Quantum class ship. So I can't dip this into my milkshake. If you know, you know.
Anthem has it.
What?
Johnny Rockets.
Does it? What, here, in this location?
Yep.
Okay, did not know that. I've never been on Anthem. There's a Johnny Rockets on Anthem. Disregard what I just said. Let's go back to the room and chill for a bit. Ooh, look at this. Towel animal on my bed, and what's that? Oh, it's my reminder for my face-to-face inspection tomorrow. Japan immigration, I should say. And here is the e-card that I need to fill out and complete and take with me when I go to my inspection tomorrow. I am going to be between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. so I'll make sure to have breakfast before my face-to-face, and my meeting place is in the Grande Dining Room, Deck 3. Time for dinner. And Tommy's already here. So I came down, realised I left my memory card in my room, had to go all the way back up.
Look what I thought was funny.
What?
So you know the little symbols here? It says Royal Classic. They got ice cream. It's a Royal Classic.
Yeah, because ice cream from a tub is a classic.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I just noticed it. Like, I get the chocolate cake, but ice cream.
Alright, I literally have to use the light on my phone to film anything in the dining room because the lighting is just not on my side. So for tonight's dinner, got the salmon, bread in the middle, and Tommy got
Thank you.
chicken breast and a steak.
Oh, you're good.
And they gave us a big old table for the 2 of us today. Sorry, there's my phone with the light. Healthy-ish sort of dinner for me. For me, that's healthy. For me, the salmon, actually I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. Tastes amazing in the sesame sauce. So every meal that I've had in the dining room so far this cruise has been excellent. From the teriyaki salmon tonight, the seafood linguine yesterday, and my 2 appetizers I had on the first night we came, the fish cakes, everything I've been very, very impressed and happy with. So my first real dining room experience as a passenger, I am giving it a 5 out of 5.
We got lunch tomorrow.
What?
In the main dining room. Mozzarella.
Well, that will do it for day 3 and 4. I think now I joined these two videos together because I didn't think my day 3 footage was enough. Now this video is probably too long, but hey, what to do? This has been amazing so far, and I'm still not even halfway through the cruise yet. This is still just the beginning, but I do need to get an early night tonight because my immigration face-to-face meeting is tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. and I want to get breakfast before the immigration. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. Comment, like and subscribe. You guys are loving the Japan series so far. Well, I should say the LA to Tokyo Transpacific cruise series so far. And I'll see you tomorrow. I've been Chris Wong. See you later.